Valence bond theory. Okay. Previously, we discussed that one Werner's theory as well as Sedgwick rule or EAN rule. Those theories could not explain geometry of the complex and magnetic nature of the complexes and color of the complexes, etc. Okay. But these theory try to explain geometry or magnetic characters, those properties they are trying to explain according to this theory. So these features we can see here. Metal and ligand they forming bond. That bond is coordinate covalent bond. Okay, because ligand donate electrons. So you may can see here NiCO4 they are forming. We know that one. So what is the bond between ligand as well as metal? What type of bond? So that's explained here. Coordinate covalent bond. So which is metal is there that going to be accommodate empty orbitals for ligands. Empty orbitals because ligand means you know that one that donating lone pair of electrons. Okay, already we given ligand classification and bidentate monodentate like that. Here they are donating one lone pair of electrons. So when they are donating lone pair of electron, metal should have vacant orbitals, then only this lone pair of electrons going to be accommodated. For example, argon 3d8 4s2. Okay, so when CO they are forming bond, this electron pair up. Why that is pair up and everything we'll discuss later. Just see here. Now whenever these electrons enter into here, you will get here 3d10 because 3d8 become 3d10. So it is already 8 and 2. Then 4s orbital is there as well as 4p is there. This is 4s and 4.
Zero.
Now here this 4s 0. Now how many ligands here? 4 ligands. Each ligand can donate. These are monodentate ligands. So each ligand can donate 2 electrons. This is the 2 electron they are donating to empty orbital. I hope you know that one everyone. One orbital can accommodate only 2 electrons. So that should be empty orbital. Now here they are donating electrons. So 4 they are donating 4 ligands, 4 electrons. So now you make and count why they are getting stability. That's already we seen EAN value. You can say that one total number of electrons. If that is getting 36 or anti-gas configuration, that is stable. Okay, that's according to EAN rule they given. So finally here 4 ligands they are donating 2 electrons that accommodate in metal orbital. So what is the coordinate covalent bond here? I hope you know that one atom donating electrons and both are sharing that. Is it correct? That is a coordinate covalent bond. So maybe you can see you seen this example NH3 plus is there. So NH3 as well as H plus. So they are donating NH3 electrons and sharing both here. Okay. Overall is plus charge. That arrow indicate who is donating electrons to whom. So ammonia donating electrons to hydrogen. That's arrow. So indirectly this bond you know that one N and H. All the 4 hydrogens they are sharing electrons. Then overall is NH4 plus. So like this way. Clear. After bond formation, you can't identify which hydrogen they are forming coordinate covalent bond. So you here see these are coordinate covalent bond because one donating, then after donating both they are sharing. Clear. So here who is providing orbitals? Metal atom. That is empty orbital. Okay, because ligand donating, so that providing empty orbitals. So assume that one this is guest or donor. So everything taken by metal. So now I am going to discuss about how the metal bonding forming this is. So here CO they are forming bond. For example, I am taking NiH2O4 2 plus, and you may can take NiCl4 2 minus, NiCN4 2 minus. So all these are same type of bonding. All these have same. They are donating electron that is common here, but all these are same strength of bonding. Same strength of bonding means which is the bond formation between ligand to metal, the same strength or different strength, and magnetic characters same or different, and all these things we are going to discuss here. Clear? So now you can see a few postulates which is they given here. So just you can read this briefly, nothing here. You can understand everyone. The central metal ion has a number of empty orbitals for accommodating electrons donated by the ligands. The number of empty orbitals is equal to coordination number of metal ion for the particular complex. So here we seen that one 4 ligand they are donating, so that's 4 coordination number. That many empty orbital they provided by metal. The atom orbitals s, p, or d of the metal hybridization to form hybrid orbitals. So they are undergoing hybridization for hybrid orbitals with definite directional properties. These hybrid orbitals now overlap with the ligand orbitals to form strong chemical bonds. So this is the point here. Who is overlapping very strongly? That is strong bond. If suppose that is not forming strong overlapping means that may not be good bond. So you can break it easily. The d orbitals involved in hybridization, n minus 1 d orbitals is there. That's we called inner n minus 1 d orbitals or outer n d orbitals. The complex formed these two ways referred to as low spin and high spin complexes. Low spin meaning, I will explain that point right now. Okay. Here, previously you may can see a number of unpaired electrons, and now after complex formation, unpaired electrons we can see here. If you observe that one here, 3d8 nickel, 3d8 argon, and 4s2. There two unpaired electrons is there before complex formation. After complex formation, is there any unpaired electrons? All are pair up. So like number of unpaired electron decreases after complex formation. Number of unpaired electrons decreases if after complex formation. Those complexes we called low spin complex. Low spin complex. Low spin complex means if number of unpaired electrons decreases. High spin means if number of electrons, unpaired electrons, doesn't change or do not change, means after complex formation and before complex formation same number of unpaired electrons, that is high spin. And next one more points, all these are the terminology of VBT, more important. Inner orbital complex. Anyway, already they mentioned one term, which is these are undergoing hybridization. So if n minus 1 d orbitals participate in hybridization, So those we call inner orbital complex. So for example, DSP2, D orbital, this is 3D orbital. Before I am writing mean that is 3D orbital. DSP3, D2sp3, like this. So all these are 3D orbitals. Here, suppose we are taking generally 3D series means. Otherwise, you can write n minus 1 d orbital. This is n minus 1 d orbital. This is also n minus 1 d orbital. So in bracket, you can write it. That's we can discuss later. I'm going to be explain. This is the way easy to remember this one. If you remember, crystal field theory is there according to that spectrochemical series is there. If you remember, that is easy to write, which is strong field ligand, which is weak field ligand. So you can write when they are forming inner orbital complex means in presence of strong field ligand. Actually, this ligand they classified. Some of the ligands is weak field means weak ligand. Some of the ligands is strong ligand, which can donate very strongly electrons. Those are strong field ligands, which is donating weakly means they are not interested to donate. Those are weak ligand that compare with water only with respect to water. Some ligands then can donate very strongly than water. Those we call strong ligands. Less than water, that is weak ligand. Water also clone pair donor. These are the basic
Sir,
points. Yes.
sir, last in complex reference.
Which one? This is inner orbital complex.
First one, sir, last spin complex.
Low spin. That is.
Last
Low spin complex means if electrons paired when they are forming complex. For example, I will explain with examples. You don't worry. Before complex formation, this is the structure. Before complex formation, nickel electronic configuration. So 3d8 4s2. When they are forming complex, these s electrons is entering to d orbitals. So number of unpaired electron decreases. Now after complex formation, this is the structure. Is there any unpaired electrons? Before complex, they have two unpaired electrons. After complex formation, there is no unpaired electrons. So these type of things we call low spin. So number of unpaired electron decreases after complex formation.
Okay, sir.
Outer orbital complex means which is nth shell orbitals participate in hybridization. Those forms outer orbital complex. I will explain with everything example. You don't worry that one. These are just words I am giving. What is the terms that's involving VBT? I am going to be explain everything with examples. Everything with examples. Clear? So now we can take some examples. We'll discuss it. For example, here NiCl4 2 minus. This I'm going to be explained. Write first nickel electronic configuration. I think so. Nickel 28 atomic number. Everyone you know that one we are expecting. You can write either full form or shortcut also, doesn't matter. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6.
2, 2, 6,
You can write
4,
actually 3d8, 4s2. You can write 4s2 first, then followed by 3d8. Doesn't matter here. I'm writing all the shells. Third shell is together, then followed by fourth shell. That's the one. Otherwise, you can write 4s2, 3d8 also. Both are correct. What is the nickel oxygen state here? NiCl4. I hope you can calculate very easily. Nickel is X plus 4Cl4 into -1 equal to -2. Then X equal to will get here +2. So nickel +2 means we can remove electrons from fourth shell, which is the last shell. That's only you have to remove first electrons, not inner shell. You can remove electrons from which is the fourth shell is there, that is valence shell. That from that you can remove that one. So now we are writing Ni2 plus. We can write up to 18 is up to 18. We can write it argon. 18 electrons. You can count here. This is up to 18. I can write argon. 18 electrons. Because in terms of inert gas, we can write electronic configuration. So 4s2 means Ni plus 2 means I can remove electrons from 4s, then I can get only here 3d 8. So you can write it here d orbital. I hope you know how to fill electrons. Each box you have to fill one electron. After that, pair up. According to Hund's rule, you have to fill each box one electron. Now 3d over, then 4s this is, and 4p. How many ligands is there here? 4 ligands. So we need 4 empty boxes. 4 empty boxes. This 4s, 4p. Now these 4 undergoing hybridization. What will get hybridization here? How many boxes are mixing? Can you find out? One s orbital and 4p, 3p orbitals, 3 boxes. So I can write sp3 hybridization. Now ligands going to be donate here electrons. What is the ligands here? Cl.
Cl.
Each ligand donate how many electrons? This is monodentate or bidentate ligand? Cl.
Monodent.
So it can donate one lone pair of electrons. So you can write it here. Right, please note down, this is more important. Now we can see here hybridization. This is sp3 hybridization. Is it paramatic or diamatic?
Paramedic.
Because it have unpaired electrons. It have unpaired electrons. So these are the 2 unpaired electrons. So it is paramatic in nature. So only participate here outer orbitals or inner orbitals. Is there n-1 orbital anything? N- means fourth shell. N-1 means third shell, that is. N means fourth shell. N-1 means third shell. So here d orbital before that one doesn't participate. Only valence shell orbital participate. That's why you can say outer orbital complex. This is only outer valence shell, ns, np, like that they are participating, not d orbital. So we call this is outer orbital complex. These are the basic question they are asking. So sp3 means tetrahedral geometry. Sp3 means tetrahedral geometry. Sp3 means tetrahedral geometry. So now we can find out here one more point. How to calculate magnetic nature? magnetic momentum mu S equal to, or we can write n into n plus 2. I hope you know this formula. In 11th standard, we have that one. Bm, Bohr magneton. Please note down this is n equal to number of unpaired electrons. Unpaired electrons. N equal to number of unpaired electrons. Got it? Here, how many unpaired electrons is there? 2. So you can substitute here magnetic momentum mu equal to 2 unpaired electrons. I can substitute here 2 into
Root
2
2.
plus 2. How much will get? Finally, root
Root 8. 2 root 2.
root 8 means approximately final value 2.8 or 2 point something you will get, na? Approximate value. So in examination, they will expect like these answers. What is the value?
2.82.
2.82 bm. Bohr magneton is the units. So what we done here finally, just given complex, I find oxidation state, first step. Then I wrote electron configuration of metal. Then next step, I wrote metal ion electronic configuration. After that, which orbital participating in the hybridization, I find that one. Okay. After finding that hybridal operation, I can conclude that one inner orbital or outer orbital participating. So only outer orbital participating is outer orbital complex. If that participating suppose d orbital inside, then we can say inner orbital complex. After complex formation, I seen here any unpaired electrons is there or not. I find out here unpaired electrons, so that is paramagnetic nature. Then we calculate paramagnetic character also by using this formula. So here 4 ligands means we required only 4 orbitals. That's we need to choose only 4 empty orbitals. Here they are forming 4 orbitals. That's hybridization is sp3. So sp3 means generally geometry is tetrahedral. So this is the one of the complex which is number of times they ask previous JE as well as NEET question, number of times. And 2 more complexes is there. This is direct questions we are getting. Even you can expect anywhere this type of questions means any exam, that is even JE, NEET, any local exams which is state exams also. And one more complex NiCN4. These are the very frequently which they are asking complexes. So I'll try to discuss here these 2 complexes also. NiCN4 you can write. Please find oxidation state here also. You can assume this is x plus En is -1, 4 into -1 equal to -2. Then x equal to, you will get +2. So similarly, as it is, you can write it. And Cn minus is strong field ligand. Strong field ligand. Whenever strong field ligand means electrons pairing occurs. Electrons pairing takes place. Now we can write here. So nickel electronic configuration 3d8 4s2 with argon. Na2 plus argon 3d8 4s3. Now you can take it d orbitals you are taking. Then you can write 8 electrons second transitional field 1 box 1 electron, then followed by pairing. This is 4s 4p. But in presence of strong field ligand, pairing occurs. That's the word I given here. Pairing means if chance is there still they have any unpaired electrons here, they can pair up itself. So when they are pairing, here you will get one empty orbital. Here one empty orbital because this electron pair up here. So adjusting that is. We require total 4 orbitals. So we can take from here 4 orbitals. So from here we can take 4 orbitals. So what is the hybridization here? One d orbital, one s orbital, and 2 p orbitals, dsp2. So dsp2 means square planar. I will show that one total geometries. I think so Cn I am taking here. Then just show that one electrons which is they are going to be pair up here. Is there any unpaired electron? Please can you find out here? Is there any unpaired electrons in d orbital?
No.
So no unpaired electron means diamagnetic. So next question, is it inner orbital or outer orbitals? If they are participating n minus 1 shell orbitals in hybridization, that's we called inner orbitals. Only nth shell means outer orbitals if they are participating n minus 1. This is 3d orbital. So inner orbital, that is n minus 1 shell means inner orbital. So like you can see, this is the nucleus, shell number 1, 2, 3, 4. Only outer orbital participating in hybridization means outer orbitals, that's generally valence shell. If inner orbital also participate in hybridization means inner orbital complex. So this is dsp2 means inner orbital complex. Next one, this is anyway, magnetic momentum we can say 0 only, no need to see that one. So what I done here, very simple. I calculated oxygen state. I wrote electronic configuration. After that, this is strong field ligand, so it can pair up easily. Electrons can pair up strong field ligand means. So that pairing occurs. After that, 4 boxes required for us because 4 ligands is there. Then 4 undergo hybridization, that is dsp2. After that, we seen that when any unpaired electrons there are not. So no unpaired electron means diamagnetic. If they're participating inner orbital means that is inner orbital complex. This will be done. Fine. So one more example also is there. We'll discuss, then I will show again one more time. NiCO4. Already we discussed starting of the class. Here nickel oxidation state is 0 because metal carbonyls metal oxidation state is 0. Clear? So now you can write it, nickel electronic configuration, argon 3d8 4s0. So here CO also strong field ligand. Strong field ligand means, I hope you know that one, electron pairing occurs. So nickel here, argon. So whenever you write 3 d8 electrons. Next you can take it 4s. Here 4s2 actually because 3d8 na? These are the way you have to see that one. When ligand approaches, this pairing means these electrons enter into these orbitals because 2 boxes vacant, those 2 also going to fill that one. So when these electrons enter into here, you can see everything is paired up. Now only 4s is empty and 4p is empty. Now it undergo hybridization, that is sp3. Now CO, they are donating electrons here. Now we can see any unpaired electrons here. No unpaired electrons here. After bond formation, no unpaired electrons, because these 4s electrons enter into 3d orbital, they can fill completely. So after bond forming, if you observe that one, any unpaired electron, that is paramagnetic. I think so. There is no unpaired electrons, means diamagnetic. And here still they are forming bond formation only outer orbitals here. May can say this is outer orbital complex. Clear?